Hi guys. My phone died and I'm simply trying to get it to function again. Sometimes it's not easy to convince this thing here to work, but it seems I think I got it. Nope. Sorry for the one who's here because I am really trying to, because I am going to show you how to make something, and then I need to be able to read my chat, and that is going to be a beneficial. And as I promised, I'm sorry I am a little late tonight. I had a little long sleep. So what are we actually starting with is we need a half liter of water. Yep, and I don't know if the recipe is in, and you're doing it on medium-low heat. Like this. We need the powdered milk, and we are going to need some cocoa powder, some cornstarch, and vanilla sugar, optional, and of course we need the hazelnuts to give it a little butter flavor. We don't use palm oil or any other creamy stuff. I don't know if anybody is saying anything. I can see I have 5 people looking, but no chat. That's okay. So I am taking I'm writing it down here in my chat if somebody wants the recipe. So I got exactly 50 grams of butter. Hello, Deborah. Thank you for coming. We need 20 grams of cocoa powder. I am writing it down here. Deborah, how do you spell this in English? Cacao, cocoa. I have no idea. Chocolate powder, cacao powder. I think it's CA. No, cacao. No, that's not right. I think okay, you call it chocolate powder. Okay, that's what it is. Okay. You don't have this real dark. This is real dark, like not like chocolate, but you must have that. You call it chocolate powder. Thank you very much, Deborah. Yeah. We need 50. It seems it's only you and me, Deborah. Hopefully. Okay, yeah. Hershey's cocoa powder. It is, you call it hazelnuts. As far as I remember. Okay, yeah. Thank you, Deborah. Oh, sorry, you can't see here, but now you can see the pot. What I'm doing, I am powdering or simply, as you can see, put it in the blender, and I do it very fine here. I'm sorry, Deborah. I just saw the number hasn't written. And then you're simply just stirring and boil it up. And about a tablespoon vanilla sugar. I don't know what's going on here, but then you are simply stirring it so there is no lump into it. And it seems it needs to have okay. It seems I can't get my phone to work. And to make sure you are sort of blending it equally, I use this to make sure I don't have any lumps into it. Let's see if I can get back on, but I am lowing, so sorry I cannot read the chat. As you can see, it is creaming up like this. And that's it. Now we are sure there is no such thing as lumps into it. Mm. I have made it. Oh my god, this tastes like nuts and chocolate. Really, really good. And as you can see, it is hardening. So this is going to be perfect. And I cannot see it does. Oh, thank you, Deborah. My phone won't work. Sorry. And you simply have just to wait and let it boil up. Firmly. I don't know how poor man there is about it, but it is a kind of poor man's. Hi, Teresa. So good to see you. Thank you for coming by. We are cooking today and we are making poor man's Nutella. As you can see, we are boiling up here. Hello, Cancers. Here is it how it looked like. And Cancers, if you scroll up in the, I have here in the chat, I have actually written down the recipe. It is written here in the chat box. And I did it like when I weighed it up. Oh, you're welcome. And what I'm actually doing now is simply, did I remember the butter? Yes, I did. Yes. and it tastes of chocolate. It tastes of the hazelnut. And with guarantee, yes, I did Kansas. I grinded them in my chopper here. That's what I did. Vanilla sugar comes like this. In Denmark, we can't get what you can get. Like, you can also Kansas use if you have vanilla flavor liquid. Then you just have to use not a tablespoon, but a teaspoon. We can't get the liquid. It has something to do, I don't know what, so we can only buy it like this in powder, with powdered milk and no cornstarch, no potato starch, sugar, and extract from vanilla powder. So, yeah. And you simply bubble it up 2 minutes to you can see it has a thickness to it. Sorry, my phone isn't working, but I am going to lower you so you can see here. As you can see, it has exactly that creme de la creme, and it is going to be thicker when it's cooling down. Because of the cornstarch, it will of course be more creamy. And then you got your Nutella, and you can use it for cakes. You can use it, yes, of course, we like it on bread. And especially when we have baked. Thank you, Teresa. So this is actually how you make. And I need some water to drink. Miau, ja. Kammerprinsessen. Hvad? Har vi en prinsesse? Hvad? Kommer der en prinsesse? Jamen, der kommer jo en prinsesse. Ja, kom du. Skal du da komme, skat? Ja. Ja. Hej, prinsesse min. Hej, prinsesse min. Så fin. Hej. Oh. Fiona just arrived. Yeah. Hi. Hi, Skitty. Yeah. So, yes, and now as you can see, it's bubbling up. I better lower it so you can see it. As you can see, when it starts to make these big bubbles, almost there, and you sort of have bubbled it up. It is ready, and it has done that now. So, yep. And you know when it has bubbled up and it puff out air like this. And that's it. Here you go. And what you're doing then is you simply put it on glass. Yes, I do. That's exactly what I was supposed to say to you. That what I'm doing is put it in jars, and or I simply, yeah, or I store them in my Tupper containers like this. But you can of course use your glass drawer jars with a tight lid on it. But I am going to wait because this is plastic and I don't like to put hot things into plastic, so I am going to wait until it's cooled down. But if you are using a glass jar, you can actually start to jar it when it's warm like this and seal the glass for it and put it in a glass jar. And my son prefers these Tupperware containers because they don't break. So in case he sort of, accident happens, the glass won't break for him. It has a very strong chocolate flavor. Oh, you can keep it for at least 2 to 3 weeks and sometimes longer if you keep it very cool in the back of your freezer or your cooler. Don't freeze it because of the cornstarch. It's not suitable for freezing, but you can actually keep it for 2 to 3 weeks. So that's how quick. And I mean, as you saw, Deborah, how quick it is. I mean, it took less than 10 minutes to sort of put it all together. Yes. Oh, yes, yeah, there are. And since I also promised to make some Danish pastry, but you can use it into it. I mean, it's this. You can of course use less cacao, but we like this version because it is a strong flavor. It tastes of. You can taste the nuts, and it is creamy, and you can taste the chocolate and the butter, and you don't get this stickiness. My son says every time he starts to eat Nutella, it's like he's still, greasy in the mouth. I don't know. Never tasted it. And I did saw they have it in my supermarket, but I didn't want to give 35 krona for a tiny little jar. I mean, and I accidentally on purpose, of course, read the ingredients, and I was like, there are more nuts in this. As you can see, it's already cooled down, and it started to sort of be, yeah, come on, go on. Yeah. And started to be like cream. Yep. Yeah. And I mean, you are getting about 4 times as much Nutella for the price, and healthier by doing it yourself. And it gives you, at least I would say, you have 3 jars of Nutella size here, and it is pretty tasty. I hope you are going to try it, how I make it, and tell me what you think about it. Yeah. So, yeah. Oh yes, yes, Kancia, you know exactly what is going into it, and that is definitely a good part. Yeah, exactly. As you can see how delicious it is. And of course it will give a little skin to it, but it is natural, and keep cooling it down like this. I can assure you, on a piece of bread or anything, you can use it in cookies or in cakes. And Deborah, you have been with me all the way. So it's absolutely a perfect hygge thing. And yes, we also use it. It is a old recipe. I mean, invention. And it's corny. It's so perfect. Yes, very perfect. It is very expensive, Deborah, and I can assure you the cost of this. I mean, you still have, I mean, the cornstarch, but you're not using all of it. I mean, so most of it, I think it's ingredients, yeah, you already have. And if you sort of count the price for the small amount you actually is using, I am going to say that you are getting 3 times as much Nutella for the price of one of the fake ones. and I am going to tell you it is pretty more healthy. And as Kansas says, you know exactly. Yeah. So and I mean that what can be expensive, I don't even know. Hazelnuts are most, yeah, sometimes I give it has cost me about 20 krona for the hazelnuts. But sometimes at Christmas you can get them cheaper. I don't know what it costs with you, but I feel that you can sometimes get them on sale. But I have for about 20 krona here, and maybe all this potion here. I don't know if I can tell you I got more than and a half liter here. Yes, oh yes. All Kansas, you can make it with almonds, or you can choose pecan nuts. So you can easily use it with almonds, or you can use mixed nuts, like pecans or peanuts. So yes, um, this is just what we call pormanns Nutella, because it has the hazelnut and it's very chocolate, strong chocolate flavor. Not sweet, definitely not sweet, and not too fat. Yeah, so you can easily make it with peanuts instead of hazelnuts. I just got these from Christmas, but still, if you using these, of course it is. And I keep saying pormanns, because sometimes you had the hazelnut in the garden, if you have them in a tree in the garden, but you always get them. Yeah. So sometimes it you have to look after hazelnuts. Yeah, and so we love them, and now I am going to taste it on one of my here. This is my yeah. So they're always cheaper in the holiday seasons, and since I have a long lasting to them, I always shop some extra in the holidays. And I am eating this is also something Sweden. It's called knäckebröd, Vasa knäckebröd, or very dry breads. And see, I am going to take it and show how it even acts, as you can see, and it doesn't melt down and start to get liquid like the real deal. So, oh, I can sneak a little more on here. So this is actually how you make this. beautiful, what we call poor man's Nutella. Mm. Yeah. Mm. That is good. So, and yeah. Mm, just a minute. Sometimes, Deborah, you can buy like a nut mix bag. Um, you can use them, or I often use almonds to make them from. Oh, you call it shortbread cookie. It's not a cookie. It is a bread. It is like a dry, it's more like a biscuit, Deborah. These are more like biscuits. It's actually Swedish dry bread. So it is bread. So I am going to say more like a biscuit, an enlarged shortbread biscuit. This then it actually is a cookie because there's actually nothing sweet about it. But you can use it in chocolate biscuits. If you have these biscuits, you can put them together. Like we have some called the Prince rolls, where you take 2 vanilla biscuits and put chocolate or a Nutella into it. Oh, you probably would, yeah. I have to keep my, yeah. But you know what? It is so true because when it's fresh and you make it, but it is very strong chocolate flavored. Um, much more flavor, much more, richness in everything, and it is actually cheaper. So yeah, um, but you can use it in shortbread cookies. I would love that. But we are not eating a lot of biscuits here or cookies. Oh, hello, Diana. Good morning. Good morning, Diana. Here it is. The ready product of Nutella is done. We have made it, and it is getting thicker and thicker. Like it when it's, like this, lumpy and good, as you can see. You can, of course, if you want, put some cream into it to make it even more smooth. Yes. Oh, I would wish I could sort of give it to you girls to taste it. And as you can see, it's getting thicker. We like it like that. Oh yeah, waffle cookies, and you can use it on waffles. Easy to do, yes. So you can of course put it more liquid, but we like it so it's, yeah, like how it is. As you can see, we like it when it can stay on the bread like this. And the only thing is, of course, I have problems by chewing this because of the tooth here. You can taste the nut, the hazelnut that I grounded, because I like that you can sort of taste the hazelnut or feel it, the structure in your mouth. But I am leaving it for cooling down to. Oh yes, chocolate croissants. And you know what? Because of the way it's made, it will not melt out of the croissant. It is actually, you can use it in any pastry without it sort of losing the flavor or losing its sturdiness. And with guarantee, it is also more healthy, as we talked about this. So we are going to leave it here to cool down. Because I want to store it in these, so I like it to be cooled. But I do know you can have these in US. I don't know if you know that brand, but this is how cornstarch. I call it cornstarch, but I don't want to use the other flavor. Yes, I am taking you with me. Yep. It is really cheap, and the beneficiation with cornstarch is also it is mostly tasteless. I mean, it doesn't taste of much. So I am taking you with me into the living room. I need to sit down. It is very late. So can you hang on? My kitty wants to have some of a kibbles. She demand kibbles. This is good. Oh, so, but as I can see, we are only 4 people. So not many people came by to watch me make my Nutella So, but I am happy that I had Diana, Deborah. I got 3 of you. Kansas. Do I have more? Nope. Teresa, not forgetting Teresa. Here it is. Teresa, for you. Going to be shipped on Monday. And I can assure you, you are getting a good deal of it. I got 2 mixed packets for you. Yep. Yeah, and you know what? I was actually thinking about you, Kansas, and said I am going to sort of push it an hour instead of 12 o'clock. I did it 1 o'clock in the morning, and now it is actually 2 in the morning in Denmark because I wanted you girls to be there. Except I did it for Diana and for you, Deborah. But it is Friday night. She is. Because yeah. So, but I did take a nap in the afternoon. So yeah. And I don't mind to do it for 3 or 4 people, even if it's only have been me and Deborah. It has been very cool, right, Deborah? You are so welcome. Also, beautiful lady, Diana. Because I mean, I have written the recipe here, so I hope you have written it down. I don't know if it's going to stay there because I have noticed that it can actually disappear, but I am going to see to remember when I have done the video. You have written it down. That's good. But other ways, I am saying it in the video. So I am saying it. You need 20 grams of this, and yeah. And some might need more sugar, but I don't use sugar. Yeah. So because we like when it tastes of chocolate, you know, like the real deal, like how Nutella was supposed to oh, you live hearing me speak. Oh, thank you, Diana. Yes. Yeah. Yes, you can decipher. So, and I guess you do know a half liter or 500 milliliter of water. And I found out grams is actually easy to sort of Google. It is easier. So, but sometimes, I mean, you when my grandmother made it, I mean, she took a cup of this and a pinch of that, and you know how grandmothers can be. I mean, they have it in the touch, right? I mean, pinch of this and I mean a cup of that, and simply just, you know, pour it down, and voila, you have it. Oh, your mom did that too? Yeah. So and and when you asked her about the recipe and she looked at you like you are from the moon. So I one day took her and put her bowl on one of these scales, where and for every time I mean to put something, added something into it. Yeah, I sort of wrote it down how much, the weight raised for every time she put an ingredient into the bowl. Yeah, we need measurements these days. Sadly enough, I mean, there's so many things. Normally, when I cook, I do the same, but I was thinking, I found the recipe, and sometimes you have it like in feelings how much you sort of need. Yeah. Yeah, and you know what? Sometimes even when you are very, careful and start to weigh things up, I mean, it sometimes end up very nasty. Even if you weigh it, I mean, you can easily risk it not getting the same. Yes, exactly, Kansas. That's how my grandma's handwritten recipes are. Yes, it is like a pinch of this and a couple of nuts. But what is a couple of nuts? I mean, it could be a handful of nuts, right? And yeah, sometimes you really I need to sort of figure out what she's meaning about it. I mean, what is a medium-sized pig? Pig. I mean, legs. A skank. This piece of meat from its back and from its neck, and it doesn't say kilogram. It just say you have a yeah piece of meat, or it's yeah, it's wonderful. So and three large eggs, right? Yeah, what size of bowl, Grandma? I mean, it's like guessing. And lucky for me that when I was a child, very young child, I saw her how she made it. Otherwise, I would have been lost. So, yep. And as you can see, I am getting tired here. So, yeah, thank you. And I'm sorry, but it is late. I would have loved to stayed on. Yeah. Thank you. Yes. And you're welcome, Kansas and Diana. It's the tiredness that comes, so yeah, thank you. And you know what? Thank you for the few of you that joined me. It has been a pleasure to show you, and you all be blessed. And thank you. Love you. Hope you make it. Bye for now. See you. You're welcome, Teresa. Love you. I will, and you too. Please, all of you, be safe and take care. So, bye and good